Hiya, I'm Sonia Roseman. I've got a bit of a sore throat. It's not COVID, so I can't infect anybody. Okay, through the screen and whatever. Woohoo! Yeah, so I thought I would start telling more of my life story. So this one is about my love affairs in my life. So the first man that I was with him for nearly 6 years. But we were both very young then. He was older than me, not very much older. I was 15 and he was 17. And in that time, you kind of break up with somebody a lot because it probably isn't really meant to be. But anyway, so that was a good relationship for 6 years, and his family were absolutely lovely to me. I still have great feelings for his family still, and I actually, believe this or not, yeah, I have not seen him since I was 29. And then the other week, I actually saw him pass outside the pub. It was really strange. I didn't actually know where to look or anything like that. But yeah, so I saw him pass by. I think he might have seen me, but obviously, what do you say after all that time? And apparently he's married now and all of that kind of thing. Yeah, so yeah, that was a good relationship, I suppose, to start with, but we broke up a lot, and eventually he went off with somebody else. You know, you do when you're younger, don't you? I didn't personally. That one I probably would have stayed with forever if if it didn't bugger off and come back. And there was a couple of people in that time. I totally would not cheat on him. I really, really loved him. So that was my first relationship, but all good. And of course, I wish him well, as always. My second one, that wasn't very good. This was a man who was absolutely perfect looking. He was gorgeous to me. He was gorgeous, and to everybody else too. And he was a train driver, and we used to sing in the evenings. I used to be a backing singer for his band, and because he was so charismatic and all of that, he was really was something to see at that time. I don't know what he's like now. I don't go looking him up or anything like that. But yeah, I really loved him. And he was Anglo-Indian, the same as my dad. So that was another reason why I thought we were just going to be like this, see. And there'd be women at the things that we would go and do, saying, God, he's so beautiful, he's so perfect and all of that. And this bloke was a freaking nightmare, really, to live with at home. He was a nightmare. He was so mean. He used to hit me and everything, but you would never think that somebody who looked like that would do that to you. Oh, crikey, he had a real bad temper. And I honestly did not know what I did. So we went up to London, and we saw some doctor from Harley Street. And this doctor said, what you don't like about her is that you can't put her in a drawer, and when you get her out, she's like, woo, I don't know what it was that I did wrong. But anyway, I knew it couldn't last. And literally, he wanted to have babies with me. No, hell no, no way. So I would still take my pill so that I didn't have babies with him. Oh my God, I couldn't imagine anything worse. If I brought up a baby and him hitting me like he used to so much, screaming and shouting, there wouldn't be anything for a baby to grow up with, would it? No, thank God for that. In the end, yeah, he was having an affair with some lady, And it's so funny, like, we were still together at this point. I went to a Christmas party. This is the first time, and this lady was in the toilet, and she looked at me as if, goodness, crikey, it was like I'd slapped her in the face, and she run away. And then a few months later, I realised these two are together now. Yeah. Then he got married to her and had babies. She was a lot older than me even then. So that was that. Yeah. So that ended, and I was every single time after whatever love affair it is, I get absolutely devastated, and this is why I'd like to stay on my own now, because I don't want that again for me. I don't want to be devastated. I don't want the pain and upset, but I absolutely love being in love, and it's been 3.5 years now since I've had a relationship or anything like that, but I think it keeps me okay, you know. I hope so. Okay, after that, who did I go out with then? Oh yeah, yeah. So I had a few short, relationships like you do, like a few months here, a few months there. Not too many, because I like to stay with someone, to be honest. Yeah. So my last one, it was very nice. We met. He had long hair. I like long hair. I'm such a sucker for that. I'm really, really bad. Like, ooh, you know, long hair. Ooh, not everybody, but it helps. Okay, right. So that was lovely. I spent 4.5 years with him. My dad passed away, and I was devastated, and it went very poisonous very quickly. And there was lots of swearing and all of that, and lots of insults. But at the beginning, it was beautiful. It really was. All the leaves are brown. It was a wonderful relationship for a while. But then they just aren't, are they? And since then, I've been on my own. Not completely, but but I am lately. So that's it really. Hey baby.